Alrighty, so to elaborate on my previous video about how to take a standard playlist from your cell phone and convert it over to an 8-track, kind of a reverse technology thing. And so yeah, this guy right here, you get this cable. I've had one for years. And what you do is you take this guy here. Normally people use it just to hook up their cell phone to a stereo of some sort. What I've used it for is much the same thing, but I've gone to the phono in on the back of my 8-track player and recorded onto this guy right here, which I got in a bunch of 8-track stuff that I acquired. And the biggest thing that I've dealt with is not having modern music on the radio, on the 8-tracks, and that guy right there is from the old Radio Shack. And what I've done earlier today was recorded my favorite music, which is Black Label Society, and I have recorded that onto this guy here, and with great success. Hasn't been difficult at all. Just made sure that it was in the phonograph in, because that's where they were meant to record in the first place. So what I'm going to do for you here is I'm going to plug it into the stereo here into my 8-track player, and yeah, so at this point, like I normally say, I don't reproduce this for anybody else. It's not something that I distribute or anything like that. It's simply for my home use, and kind of that awe factor of having modern music on old school 8-tracks, and I can play it out on my back deck while I'm hanging out with my friends, and it's just kind of got that vintage novelty kind of feel to it. And so yeah, here it is right here. Go over to my 8-track player, this guy right here, and just pop it in, and away you go. And you've got yourself some Black Label Society, reverse engineered, basically, from my new digital stuff to my old analog stuff. And what's cool about that is that you get that warm analog sound, plus you get the clarity of your digital, and quite frankly, it sounds amazing. I really like the sound. And it's really cool to be able to have it on an 8-track and be able to play that for my friends and everything like that. And it was relatively easy to do, as I kind of did a walkthrough in the previous one, in my previous video in part 1. And yeah, so now, nowadays they're doing everything on LP, and I'm able to reverse engineer it. I'm going to put a nice, label on that bad boy, and yeah, be able to play it while I'm hanging out with my friends and doing our thing, and it just has that cool kind of vintage feel. Anyway, feel free to comment and ask any questions, and hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you later.